India's freight forwarding landscape is on the brink of a massive transformation. Gautam Adani's Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone has just launched a bold freight forwarding play, taking on the entire freight forwarding industry, which also include global giants like DHL, DSV, Cunanagle. But what does this mean for the 15,000 plus Indian MSME freight forwarder who form the backbone of the logistic industry? Will India's logistics sector be dominated by a few players from Germany, US, China or Japan and a major one from India? Or is there room for everyone to grow? Let's find out in today's episode of Logistically Speaking. Currently, multinational freight forwarders control nearly 40 to 45% of India's freight forwarding market as per some reports. But some say it's even in the range of 55 to 60%. That is DHL, DSV, DB Shankar, Expeditors, Cunanagle, Yusen, Pantos and Nippon, and maybe another 40 multinational freight forwarders who dominate this sector. Among Indian players, there are few players like All Cargo, but the market is still fragmented with over 15,000 MSME freight forwarders operating nationwide. These MSMEs handle local cargo movement, custom clearance and last mile delivery, all vital functions needed to maintain the India's export-import ecosystem. But the Adani Group's recent foray into sector is set to change the game. Currently, Adani Ports control 45.5% of container handling at Indian ports, plus air cargo terminals at key airports. With a fleet of 132 railway rakes, 12 multi-modal logistic park and 3.1 million square feet of warehouses, Adani Group is building an integrated freight forwarding ecosystem. Their new trucking management solutions and international freight network platform aim to streamline the entire supply chain from port to doorstep. This lets Adani negotiate better ocean freight rate, offer end-to-end services and compete directly with all freight forwarders. For Indian MSME freight forwarders, this is going to be a major challenge. When the major group like Adani is getting into the sector, it wouldn't be focused only on multinational companies' share, which is not easy to get into due to global contract worldwide and various other reasons like some Indian importer and exporters preference to European or US companies. The worry is that it might be the share of the Indian freight forwarders which will come under their radar. Adani's scale and integrated services could squeeze smaller forwarders out of some segments, especially in hinterland cargo and container movement. This could also result in some MSMEs becoming a service partner for some specific activities or specific areas, like some of the kirana shops becoming a vendor for e-commerce giants. The question, however, is will India become like Germany, Japan, France or the US, where freight forwarding is dominated by a handful of large players, making it nearly impossible for small forwarders to scale? According to experts, India's vast geography and diverse trade needs mean there will always be space for MSMEs, but they must adopt to technology and scale up quickly to stay competitive. As far as global forwarders go, DHL is betting big on India. They expect India to be one of the top 10 markets within 5 years, with over $250 million investment planned and expansion of air and ground infrastructure. All major multinational freight forwarders are looking at capitalizing on India's growing manufacturing and export boom, especially with some supply chain shifting away from China. But with Adani's freight forwarding push, global players will face stiffer competition, especially with integrated logistics services. Some of the multinational freight forwarders' strategy is likely to be on premium express, e-commerce and specialized logistics, while Adani target bulk containerized cargo and hinterland connectivity within their ecosystem. If I had to predict the future, India's freight forwarding market is expected to grow at 12 to 15% annually, driven by rising exports, infrastructure upgrades and digitalization. Adani Group's integrated model could set a new benchmark for end-to-end logistics services in India, boosting efficiency and reducing cost. MSMEs that embrace digital freight forwarding platform, partner with large players and specialize in niche services will thrive. However, consolidation is inevitable. The market will see fewer but stronger players, just like in developed economies. So, what should you do? If you are an MSME freight forwarder, now is the time to innovate, digitalize and collaborate. And for exporters and importers, this competition means more option, better rate, faster transit and more reliable services. And for global logistic giants, India's evolving market presents both huge opportunities and new challenges. But the question remains, will Adani's freight forwarding play disrupt India's logistic ecosystem for the better, or will it squeeze out smaller players? Can MSMEs scale up, or will the market consolidate like in the West? Let me know your views in the comments. If you found this video insightful, hit like, share it with your network and subscribe for more update on India's logistics revolution. Thank you.